the thought returns again. And this time it holds, carrying more weight than before. Because the situation now feels closer, more personal, and harder to set aside. What if this doesn't stop here? What if they take this further? What if this turns into something that has to be undone? You can feel it immediately, a drop in your stomach, a tightening that pulls your attention inward. Because now this touches something real, not just pressure, consequence. Your mind starts moving through it. If they come back, if they push, if they expect changes, if this becomes something that carries a cost, where does that leave you? That question stays, and it builds. You've already put time into this. You've already moved forward with it. You've already committed effort and energy. And now it feels like it's being pulled back after the fact that lands sharply. There's a rise in you, a frustration that sits underneath everything else. Because something about this doesn't sit right. It could have been raised earlier. It could have been handled directly. There could have been a conversation. Instead, it arrived like this. Late, indirect, with pressure. You can feel that clearly now. A part of you wants to respond to that, to say something, to correct it, to put it back where it belongs. That energy rises quickly. It has force, and it sits alongside everything else. The fear, the uncertainty, the cost. Your mind keeps moving. If this turns into something bigger, where does the money come from? How would you manage it? Would you even be able to? That question lands and stays. And something else comes with it. You've already looked into it. You've already checked what it would take. You know roughly what this could cost. You know who you would go to. You have a way forward if this moves in that direction. That sits there now, quiet, ready, available. And you can feel what that does. It gives shape to something that felt open. It reduces part of the unknown. And at the same time, you are not moving on it. It remains where it is, an option, not an action. And the pull to act is still there. Clear, strong, do something now. Get ahead of it. Fix it before it grows. You can feel how immediate that is. How it feels like movement would bring relief. And alongside that, another awareness forms. If you move now, from this place, you can feel how it would carry more into this. How it would open something further. How it would extend the situation beyond what has already been set. That lands. And another possibility sits beside it. If you stay where you are, nothing moves beyond what is already placed. The shape of it holds. The situation stays contained. You can feel both, the movement and what it creates, the stillness and what it holds. Your breathing is still tight. Your chest still carries tension. The frustration is still there. The urge to act is still there. And you remain with it. That takes effort. You can feel that effort clearly, because acting would feel easier. Acting would release something. Acting would create a sense of movement. And staying here feels different. It feels like holding something open. Your thoughts continue. They move, they return, they stretch forward, and you can see them more clearly now, not as something to follow immediately, as something that is forming ahead of the moment. The situation has not changed. No new message has come in. No new step has been given. That remains true. The outcome is still open. The possibility exists. The certainty does not. You can feel both, the fear and the space. Your breathing begins to shift slightly, still not fully settled, more steady than before. The frustration is still there. You can feel the part of you that wants to speak directly, the part that wants this handled differently, that hasn't disappeared, and it no longer drives what happens next. You remain where you are. The plan sits in the background. The option is there. The outcome is still open, and you're not moving ahead of it. Your breathing continues to lengthen. Your body settles slightly. The thoughts still come and go, and they move differently now. Less sharp, less immediate, still present. And underneath all of it, something steadier holds. Not because the situation is resolved, because you can now feel the difference between acting inside the moment and acting ahead of it. And that holds as the moment continues forward.